How do you feel this morning?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, did you have a good day yesterday?
I did have a good day yesterday. I picked up a movie with the kids. Went out to see my older daughter. We all went and took her to the movie. And
So she comes home for the weekends.
yeah, well, she does, but not
Okay.
really.
Have a good day, Tracy.
Try to stay up there. And
Yeah.
as much as she can. And that's why I go up there on Thursday evenings on my way home and go to dinner with her, and then we try to go.
Oh, that's good. You can't beat that. You know, it's how convenient. You know, you're already on your way home. You know.
Oh yeah, no, that's
good.
Well.
Did you ever check out that jiu-jitsu place up there, or
you know, I
had a chance to yet?
I've looked them up on the online. I actually drove by, not that jiu-jitsu place but another one on Thursday when I was up there.
Yeah.
But I haven't called and made an appointment yet. But I'm planning on doing it.
You know, since we talked about that guy, that Edgar Escalante guy, he actually fought in that fight to win pro tournament or pro fight. He actually won. He won by decision. So
that
yeah, it was pretty good for him. It was surprising, but you know, he seems to be a good guy. He's pretty studious. He's doing a good job at working on his game and everything. Like I said, I'm not to take anything away from him, but I kind of manhandled him whenever he was. I don't know why he was in my weight class. I think he kind of maybe was challenging himself, but he was way smaller than me. He was about 5. I want to say Edgar's maybe 5'5". I mean, he's just so small, but he's a bulky guy, right? He's probably a little heavier than he should be, but yeah, I think I beat him something like 18. So I couldn't get the submission, with credit to him, but yeah, he was. Anyway, he won, so I give him credit. I would suggest, because I got the chance to talk to him a little bit after the match, and he was a nice enough guy. So
awesome.
I think he's a respectful guy. I would never recommend somebody who I just feel has the wrong attitude about things. Especially somebody like you trying to find a good place for their daughter to go. I have daughters myself, and I would hate for them to end up in the wrong place, just a wrong atmosphere. Who knows? I'm always trying to kind of protect my own kids, so definitely suggest a good place for you. Robert, remind me, what were we talking about yesterday? A little bit of half guard, I'm sure.
Well, we did.
The flower sweep setups, right? That was good.
Without a doubt, you and my full guard and setting up the flower sweep with the arm grab.
Either one. Now that works both ways, right? If you're setting up the flower sweep, use the back take. If you're setting up the back take, use the flower sweep, right? So it works both ways. For instance, come in a close guard here for me. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So here, let's say either way, right? Let's say I want to take your back, okay? I'm going to set it up by the flower sweep, right? Because look, I get here, you're going to take it away towards you. Yes, look, right? Just like we talked about, right? Either way. So if I go here and start to defend the flower sweep, look. So I'm setting it up, right? Or if I want the flower sweep, start arm drag. Yeah, look. Yes, exactly. Right? So either way, you can set that up. So I think that's really going to be useful to you. The back takes are very valuable. Honestly, they're both good. I won't say either's better than the other, right? I think you're buying into the flower sweep, which is really good, and you're trying it, and we just need to find a better way to set it up. Because if you give the guy the cues, that he needs to know what you're doing, obviously he's going to defend it, right? He's going to defend it the way that he should be. So we got to figure out, how to set it up. We don't want to give it away, right? And unfortunately, with the flower sweep, it gives it away. As soon as you grab the sleeve, as soon as you grab those pants, the guy knows, hey, he's going to try to sweep this. So it just gives us an opportunity to take us back, right? And what you can do is you can go 2-3 steps ahead of him, right? So come into close guard here. I'm going to flower sweep you, Robert. I am going to flower sweep you. Yeah, even though you're defending that way, right? I'm going to flower sweep you. Defend that. Yes. Exactly. Right? So I'm going to get the flower sweep. You just don't know it yet. Right. So you're using a couple of baits to set up your ultimate end goal, right? Which is the flower sweep anyway, right? So if you really want that flower sweep, set it up with the flower sweep. that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're setting it up by making him defend against it so that he can defend against your next, and then he's going to go for the fellowship. So it's kind of weird, but that's kind of, that's where you're starting to develop your Jedi, your inner Jedi. You're using the Force. All right, man. Any thing you really want to work on today? I'm sure there's something in that head where you're just like, this was really causing me a problem. We go right into just getting repetitions with some of your stuff, maybe your back take, or your half guard, or you can do some reps of that flower sweep setup.
Well, I really like the fact that we transitioned from the half guard game to the full guard game.
Yeah.
Now I have two things I can do.
Sure.
When somebody's in my guard.
Right.
And I really like that.
Well, I think finding your way. We can kind of connect the dots here, okay? Because we've talked about the half guard and we've talked about the full guard and why each one of them would be useful. But we haven't talked about the transition from the half guard to the full guard. And it's not something that's going to be totally new to you, because when you first started out, we talked about the mount escape to the full guard, okay? And if you, whenever you see this, we'll go over this here in a second, but whenever I'm going to break this down from the full mount, okay, when you're on bottom and you're escaping, when you initially escape, which position are you in? Half guard, right? Now, when you first started, we didn't have you stopping at half guard. Where did you end up going to? You're covering your full guard.
Yeah, that's right. Covering full guard.
Yes, exactly. So that series from the mount escape to the half guard to the full guard is basically the transition that I'm talking about, right? So let's say this is kind of ahead of, this is kind of, like I said, connecting the dots. If you are good at your half guard game, right, which, we've been working a lot on it, and the guy senses, like he senses that you're a good half guard player, what he's going to do is he's going to try to start to bail out of that half guard position, right, which is going to almost, it can shut down your half guard game, but that's a great opportunity to switch to your full guard game. Okay, so for instance, right, come into full mount. Okay. So this is one thing that I was working with one of the guys earlier. Guy was way up high. Yeah, probably over. Yeah, look, right. This isn't new to you, but look, frame, still frame, right? Hips up, right? Because if I try to crawl on my shoulders right now, where am I going? Nowhere. I'm not going anywhere because my hip is on the mat, right? Look, I have to raise my hip off the mat. Then I can crawl out, right? Now, flatten out. Right? Now, I'm in my half guard game right away, right? Look, switch, right? I can work this game. But let's say the guy starts to bail on it. Yeah, he feels this, take your hip back. Yeah, take your hip on your knee, but your hip goes back. Yeah, your hip, look, you're starting to bail on it, right? You don't want me to sweep you, right? Take your knee out, take your knee out. Yes, exactly, right? So look, this is a perfect opportunity for me to pull my knee out. Right? Become the close guard. Now I'm in my close guard. I'm ready to start attacking. Okay? There it is. Exactly. Okay? So you do that for me, and I'm going to show you what more than likely is going to happen when a guy is trying to bail out of that half guard game. Okay? Yeah, so let me get up high on you. Here we go. Yes, frame. Hip. Yeah, frame. Hip off the mat. Yes, shoulder palm. Yes, good. No, keep your frame. Yeah, because you're going to escape. All right? Yeah, so go back. Arms high. Now you're going to leave your frame there so you can escape on the side. Go. Yeah. Yes, right away. To your half guard. Look. Yeah, look, before you get the underhook, the guy starts to bail, right? He's here, right? Yes. Nice. Beautiful transition. Exactly. Now you're in your position, right? So let's see your flower sweep setup, right? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Good, there it is. Good. Now, let's say he goes this way. Arm drag again. Here he goes this way. There it is. Now it's set up. Yes. Good. Good. Okay? So we just went through the whole series, with cooperation, of course, but with the idea in mind that we're going all the way from a mount bottom through several different positions that we really spend a lot of time on, right? But it's just the idea of keep saying it, connecting the dots, right? You're able to in your mind, you know how you're going to get to these different positions. Because at first, and you're probably as familiar with this as I am, you find yourself in these positions through no control of your own, right? It's just by circumstance. Like, I don't know how I got here, but I'm here, right? I'm in closed guard, or I'm in half guard. I don't put myself in those positions, right? The idea being now is that you're going to put yourself in those positions. You're going to control the fight, okay? Now, if the guy, depending on what he does, you know what to do. You know how to transition. Because we don't want to get stubborn, right? Let's say here, you're in half guard here, and this guy starts to do what I do, right? Take your hips back, you're starting to push me away, and I'm just getting too, I'm like, nah, I'm like half guard. This guy's not giving it to you, right? He's 100% resisting your half guard. Well, by being stubborn, we're going to let the guy start to extend your leg out and break my ankles apart. Start to break, yeah, go. Yes, step around, and that's my guard. Yes, exactly. Kind of just an example of what will happen if you start to be too stubborn. Okay, when you have the opportunity to go to your closed guard, right, which is another good position that you feel comfortable with. Right, that happens to me. The reason I'm saying this is because this is still happening to me, where I'm getting way too stubborn with that half guard. I love it and I believe in it. That's why I want it, and that works against me sometimes. Because what the guy will do, you go to your half guard here. Right? What these guys are doing is they're not falling for it, right? Obviously, I want my under hook and I want to go to that. But what they're doing is they're going low, right? And what they'll start doing is they'll start putting a lot of pressure on my legs like this, right? Yep. And they'll get lower and lower. Yes, yes, and they'll pass, right? Yep. But whenever they get low like that, right? Look, yes, close your guard. Yes, this is what I should be doing, right? So that's what we're gonna, that's kind of what we're talking about today, right? Not being stubborn with that half guard. As much as we love them. Right, as much, and I think that could be, if I remember correctly, a couple of times, that's what's happening, right? They know you're trying to play that half guard, and they're going to start to, break your legs apart and try to pass. Okay, if not, just by, opening your guard up and letting them pass, right? Yeah. But that's what I really want you to kind of focus on now. Is not being too stubborn with it. If the guy's backing out, go to your closed guard. That's how we can kind of put these two positions together. Yeah. And ultimately, as you probably know, the goal is to be able to put any position together, no matter where you go, right? No matter where the guy is, you're ahead of him. You already know your options. You know where to go. So, from half guard, guys, bailing, go to your closed guard, set up your flower sweep. Okay. So let's go from the mount. Okay, and do a little bit of situational drilling, okay? If the half guard is there, I want you to work your half guard game, okay? If I'm bailing, if you feel me just like 100% resisting the half guard, try to get to your closed guard. You'll get the sense, you'll get the feel of it, okay? When we're going through, okay? Yeah, back up this way so we'll have a little more room that way. There we go. So I'm up high, right? Trying to work chunks, whatever. Yes, good. Get your frame. Yeah, good. There you go. Good. Now set it up. Go. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? Yep. You feel how when you do not get stubborn, you can be ahead of the game, right? Because the guy's thinking all he's doing is you're putting him in that half guard position, you're putting him in a state of defense. Instead of him passing, he's doing things to prevent you from doing what you want to do, but at the same time, he's giving you opportunities to go up to other better positions. Okay? So do it again. Let's do this from the mount. Okay. Yeah, here. Yes. Good. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Yes. There it is. Good. Good job.
Yeah, it's almost like being comfortable. Like I was getting comfortable with half guard.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable in when you're in my guard now because right. I feel like I have too much to do. I want to put you there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good.
One thing that I want to talk to you about, I think I've covered this before, but it wouldn't hurt reviewing this, is your position, your initial position from closed guard, okay? So let me just show you one thing, okay? Here in the closed guard. All right, if I'm relaxed, okay, this might ring a bell for you. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before, but it's worth talking about. Okay, just stand up. Go ahead and stand up as quickly and as fast as you can. Yeah, stand all the way up. You're wrapped all the way. Yes, exactly. Come back down. Come back down. Do it again. Do it again. All the way. This time, go really. I want you to power up. Power up. Go. Yes, all the way up. Stand up. Yes, all the way. Yes. Okay. Come back down. Good. Now this time, we're going to do the exact same thing. Ready? Go. 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 Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Come on, Robert. You can do it. Right? You feel that?
Yeah.
Good. I'll show you what I'm doing. All right.
All right.
So, what's happening? That's not to make you look bad or anything.
No.
Right? It's to show you. Okay. In that position, what I'm doing. This is what some guys will do. They'll relax their legs, right? And the guy will stand up and they'll be all stacked up on their neck, right? Aside from the part where the guy stands up, what is going to make your guard, your closed guard, effective is having the mindset that you are always keeping tension forward with your knees. Your knees are always coming forward. Okay, so I want you to feel that, how effective this is. Okay. Obviously, you felt it from the top part, right?
Yeah.
It makes it very difficult to get out of the guard. Okay. Right now, just relax your guard. Yeah, always just keep your ankles crossed. Okay. And I'm going to stand up. Okay. Go. Look, very easy, right? Very easy. I'm going to do it again. Okay. Very easy for me to stand all the way. Okay. Now, this time, with the idea that you're going to be pulling your knees to your chest, not like, just gradual pressure, okay? What it's going to do is it's going to cause your hip to connect to my hip. It's going to draw your hip underneath my hip, which, you're weighing right now, what, 175, 170, something like that?
Yeah, 175.
Basically, it's like attaching 175 pounds worth of weight to my hips and trying to stand up on my knees, okay? It's going to make it really difficult, okay? So this time, try to pull your knees to your chest. Not really hard, just gradual pressure. Okay? And I'm going to try to stand up. Okay? Go. Yeah, go. Eventually I get there.
Yeah.
Right? Takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Very laborious. I have to catch my breath because it took a lot of work to stand up. Okay? Just like you felt when you were on top, when you were trying to stand up. Okay? So the point being, in your closed guard, you're always going to apply that pressure. Okay? So come into my closed guard.
Okay.
Okay, so what I was talking about not like, obviously if I try hard enough, I'm like, I'm breaking down, right? But this guy's probably gonna have grips, he's gonna be stiff arming, he's gonna be trying to keep his his shoulders away from him, right? So I'm not necessarily gonna be like, right? I'm just gonna have constant gradual pressure on your back, which is gonna make everything harder on you, right? Try to break my guard. Break my guard. Everything's harder, right? If I relax, you're going to break my guard open, right? Now, not only does that gradual pressure make it harder on you, but it makes everything might be easier, right? So, get your grips, right? Look. Right? Makes that easier, right? Look. Right over from my flower sweep. Makes all that easier, right? So, it's just this constant pressure on your back. Right, on your posture. I'm constantly just not wearing myself out like, because I'm only going to be able to do that for about 30 seconds and I'm like, Right. It's like barely. It's like that. Like just barely. Right? So if you try to stand up, exactly. Right? So I'm not doing much, but I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
At the same time. Okay? So, when you get to your closed guard, that's kind of something that you're just going to naturally do, right? When you find yourself in a closed guard, and because at first you'll be running things through your head. Okay, am I doing this? Am I doing this? Am I doing this? I'm not doing this. This is definitely one of the first things you want to check off, right? Where's that pressure? Where's the pressure on this guy's posture? If I'm not pressuring his posture, everything he's going to do is going to be easier for him, and and harder for me to stop. Okay, so yeah, aside from the transitions from half guard to full guard, that it's important that our full guard is solid. Okay, in our initial position. Okay, so I don't know if that hopefully that makes sense to you.
That's great. Yeah. That's a subtle detail.
Yeah, I guarantee you that whenever you get your buddies in your close guard, if they ever try to stand up on you again, Robert, you're gonna have trouble, right? Because you're immediately gonna try to draw. Basically, you're trying to draw your hip underneath their hip, right? And like I said, if you can imagine, you have a couple of hooks here on your hips, right? And you put what 175, so you put like a couple 45s on this side, a couple 45s on this side. Watch a guy try to get up from there, right? It's like, they're going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder for them to stand up, right? And obviously we've got, none of this stuff from close guard is new to you. It's all about timing now, putting it all together. If the guy is able to stand up, imagine how exhausted he's going to be after he's having to lift your weight up like that. It's going to be really hard for him to stop your sweeps, right? So stand up for me here. You're going to come into my close guard. I'm going to really put the work on you today, Robert. Go ahead. Yeah, I see how I'm pulling my hip underneath, right? Which makes it really hard. So not only am I trying to draw my knees to my chest, that's kind of the idea. But I'm pulling my hip underneath. Look, my hip is going underneath, right? So stand up. Go ahead, stand up. Yeah, look. I hold my hip the whole time. I'm drawing my hip underneath, right? Now, go ahead and stand all the way up. Yeah, look. And I draw my hand here, right? Or, omoplata sweep, right? Or a number of things, right? My waiter sweep, right? Yeah, exactly. So imagine after all that work that you just did to stand up, now you've got to defend sweeps right away, right? So that's the idea. We're going right into, we're using all of our tools, all of our resources to make this guy work as hard as he can, right? And nothing we're doing is really zapping our energy. We're not doing anything. We're using gravity. We're using, technique. And the whole time, this guy's just in deep water. The whole time. So that's the idea. So from mount to half guard to full guard. Okay, that's kind of our new series, right? And we don't have to always think, okay, I'm going to get him mount. But your buddies, at least, I don't know what the guy's name is, the guy that has the Triton patch on his back. The guy that owns the gym?
Yeah, John.
John, that's right. Yeah. He seems to be able to get you in mount, right? He's able to get to mount on you, okay? So we definitely need to work on the mount escapes. You're doing a good job. I don't think he's able to keep you in mount for very long. But I think with the idea that from mount, you can get into any one of your dominant positions that you want to get into, that's a confidence builder, right? Like, yeah, you might be in mount right now, but you're about 2 transitions from being in a bad spot, okay? So we can work from mount since he seems to be able to get to the mount, and eventually you're going to let him get in mount so you can keep working these transitions that we're talking about. He's not necessarily doing he's not bailing out on your half guard. What he's doing is he's got good base. You say he's a wrestler, got a wrestling background. Mm-hmm. He's strong. He's bigger than you. Okay, so he has some advantages, and so he's not necessarily bailing like we were talking about, and causing you to have to need to go to your full guard. But there are opportunities for you to go to your full guard, right? I see it on the videos. Mm-hmm. So, we need to tighten up the half guard game, right? With some of the things that we talked about, right? With the, not letting him, not letting this hook go and then stepping over, but stepping over before and then pulling this hook out so that we always have a hook on his leg, right? He'll never be able to step out that way, okay? And if he tries to stand up, we're just going to go through all of our half guard, techniques and everything, okay? If there is a chance for us to go to our full guard, which you get him in your full guard a lot, right? Whether it be he's accepting full guard, like we talked about yesterday, you're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to accept full guard. But if he's accepting full guard, we're going to make him pay for it. No longer is he just going to be able to, pressure us and stack us and make us uncomfortable. We're going to be comfortable in that position. He's the one who's going to be uncomfortable. He's going to be getting swept. He's going to get his back taken. If he tries to stand up, good luck, right? He might be strong enough. but we're going to waiter sweep him. We need to get more repetitions in with the waiter sweeps, because I don't know if he ever, does he stand up on you a lot in the close guard?
No.
Okay. It might just because you guys have pretty limited space there. It's kind of a small amount. But
Yeah.
I think you guys try to kind of keep it, local in the middle there as much as you can. Yeah, because there's not enough, a whole lot of room for like falling around and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think you've got a game plan now, right? Your game plan is starting to come together from the bottom, right? It's just all about mat time. Getting more and more mat time. Starting to put all this stuff together. It's going to really pay off for you. And then, whenever you start feeling comfortable on the ground, Robert, we're going to start moving to the top. We've already done a lot of that.
Yep.
There's always room for more. Your half guard top passes. I remember on several of the videos, we've talked about this before. You find yourself in half guard top, and you're doing a better job heel toe, right? You've used the wedge a couple times. I've seen that. That's good. But we need to tighten it up a little bit. Get him flat on the, because obviously he's bigger. He's bigger and he's stronger. But if you're doing what you need to do, he should as soon as you pass his guard, he should be getting flat on his back, right here, right? Cross face, and I really want to see you work that collar out, right?
Yeah.
And get him with that choke.
Yeah.
Have you been able to do that yet? Have you been?
I did once on the video. It's hard for you to tell the
Yeah.
way that our angle is, but I did. I got his gi. I was around his neck, and I was trying to put his gi over his hand. He moved his hand, and I grabbed his gi, but it still put him in an uncomfortable.
Yeah, really tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you used his gi. Show me what you're talking about
Yeah.
here from side control.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, his gi.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, moving up this way.
I think I just had one of these.
Yeah.
It wasn't right,
Yeah.
but
You're
I
thinking
felt
about
good.
it. That's awesome that you're thinking about it, right? Because
Yeah.
next time, or the time after that,
Yeah.
you're going to grab the right color, right? Which color do we need to grab?
Mine.
Your
mine.
own, right? Your own,
Yeah,
yes.
mine for that. But if it was his wrist, I would grab.
That's
Yeah.
right. Over, look, over,
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
right? So
I'm gonna-
you're starting to get there. You're running. That is what gets the ball rolling, right? When you're no longer oblivious to the opportunities, you're actually thinking about them. You're attempting them,
Yeah.
but you're crossing the wires a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all it is, right? And eventually you're going to get all that ironed out, and you're going to be hitting that, right? I did the same thing, right? Whenever I was first starting to use the collars, I was like, it's like a puzzle, a jigsaw. You're like, does this piece go here? No. You find out, through trial and error, which piece goes where, right? And then boom, you're hitting it smooth, you're tapping people out. It's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, your collar for the side control choke. Okay, that's the one we want. And if you find yourself having trouble getting that through, maybe it's too tight or whatever. What you can do is you can actually feed this to your mouth. So I'll show you. It's not as hygienic as we might like, but sometimes you have to get dirty, right? Here, right? And I'm working this, right? So you're keeping all of this tight, right? Yeah. And you're down here, right? And this actually happened to me the other day. So I was here, I had my collar, right? And for some reason, the guy was just giving me all kinds of problems. And he was just, and I couldn't feed this to so go ahead and, I couldn't get it all the way to my hand. Like it was right here, right? So it was just too tight and I couldn't feed it to my hand. So what I did was I just gave it to my mouth. I went over, and then I fed it through. Just like that, right? So it's just a little bit of improv, right? We're just not going to accept not being, I'm not going to get here and it's like, I can't do it. I just can't reach it. So I'm going to have to, no. Get resourceful. Yeah. All right? And then feed it. Right? So I go over it. Because we need the collar or we need the lapel to go under your arm, right? Not over, right? Because this is no good, right? It's still probably gonna trap your wrist, but it gives you the opportunity to protect yourself, right, with your wrist, right? So we need to go under, but sometimes things are too tight there, right? Yeah. So as long as I can get the collar through, right, I can use my mouth. I go over and then feed it, right? Just like this, right? Hand on the mat, knees up, and we're gonna finish. Okay. So, at this point, Robert, I think you're getting the ball rolling on a lot of good things, and it's going to give us the opportunity to start working on little details, little things that are going to make it better and better and better, right? Harder and harder for them to stop, and just easier and easier for you to really start to get it tight and finish these positions, okay? It's like we're working on the half guard, little stuff, the details, pushing the knee, pushing the, opening the elbow. You might already do this, but let me see if this is familiar to you. Okay. One thing that I think that you could definitely benefit from is bringing. You know how I always say, disappear into the light, right? You want to, because you don't want to be up here. Because look, even if guys got too much body to control. Okay. Look, think about bringing your knees to your chest. This is kind of it applies in a lot of different positions. We were just talking about close guard, right? What were we saying? Bring your knees to your chest, right? In half guard, same thing, right? Same thing. Instead of looking at it as disappearing into the lap like this, think about it. All I'm doing is bringing my chest to my knees. Right? It's the same thing. Or bringing my knees to my chest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get into a fetal position like this. Now, control me. Control me. Yeah. Now, yes, exactly. By trying to find space, you give me the opportunity to work on my close guard, or you give me the opportunity to get my hip under it, right? So a lot of good stuff. I think if one thing you could add to your half guard game is that bringing your knees to your chest concept, right? When you're in that position, I want you to stay balled up. Think fetal position. Think about that when you're in that position. And I actually want to get a few reps in here with you so that because I do remember in the video, you end up in this position quite a bit, right? So you're in your half guard, and this is how they're able to give you trouble. Because a couple of times the guy, like you said, the guy gets the underhook on you here, right? Or you're here, you're in good position, but he's all over you here. Yeah, he's heavy on you, right? This is making everything harder, right? So what you want to do is as soon as you get to your side control, think fetal position. Right? Yep. Now look. It's about easy this is. Right? So you go ahead and go on by. Okay? I want you to feel the difference. Okay? When you're here. Okay? You're up top. Yeah, look, there's a lot of you to control, right? Now, think fetal position. Fetal. Yeah, fetal. Yes. Good. Look at this, right? This is what we like to get to, right? So I think this is just gonna, shoulder in, right? Circle your elbow. Yes, there it is. Good. Foot position. Put your feet. Yeah, that's it. Good. There. Push on that knee. Push it. Yes. Nice. Good. Beautiful, man. Back take. That's nice. You add that to your game, I think that half guard is going to be a lot harder for these guys to stop. Okay? It's just trial and error. We're going through, situations where they're giving you trouble, and we're able to troubleshoot. We're able to figure out why are they causing you trouble. And this fetal position, I think, is definitely going to be something that's going to add to, the effectiveness. It's going to make your half guard much more effective. And just like you saw just a second ago, right? Go ahead and go back to your fetal position. Yeah, let's go. Fetal right away. Now, yes. Before the guy even gets on you, right? Now, if I'm bailing, right? Look. Yeah, there you go. Good. Guys down, right? Good. Try overhook my arm. Yes. Good. Now, look, he bends it this way. No. Take your, yes. Go. Omoplata. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Finish. Go. Now, take my palm to the back of my head. Yes. Good. Nice. Good. No, you're okay. That's the way to finish, man. Okay, so, this is good. It's expansive, right? I mean, there are many opportunities. I just don't want you to get stuck where you're not getting, like, in that position. I felt like you were trying to look for your flower sweep right away, but it's just not. You're not necessarily in the position that you need to be in. If the guy's underhooking your arm in a close guard, it's a very bad idea for him, unless you don't take advantage of it, right? So if you're in my close guard, right, here, but you're under hooking. Yes, look, it's an awful position for you unless I don't know what I'm doing, right? Let's say I'm thinking, oh man, I really want the flower sweep though. Yeah. Is it here? No, it's not it. I mean, even though your posture's broken down, I need to start looking for other things, right? Look, overhooks. Yeah. So tight chokes here that are available, right? Just like you did. You want flat tuck. Over. Right? Yeah. Wrist slops here, you know, different stuff like that. So, getting stubborn with something, because just because you worked on it like the week before in the last private, you worked on the flower sweep, that can be frustrating, right? If the position isn't there. Now, I went to a seminar. I think I told you I was going to go, or not to a seminar. I had a private with a third-degree black belt.
Yes, right, yeah.
Man, he showed me some awesome stuff from footboxing. And this is great for you, and I'm going to share it with you because it's legal for you, okay? In the white belt division, this is legal for you. And since you're looking at competing in December, it's going to be perfect for you. We have enough time right now to start on this so that it becomes part of your game by then, okay? By then, it's going to be really solid, okay? So I think we have enough time, to start to work on these ankle locks, okay? Straight ankle locks, okay? So let's see. I'm going to teach you. He taught me two, okay? I'm going to teach you the first one for a couple of weeks, okay? And then we'll move on to the second. But we're really going to focus on this first one because they're a little bit they're different, okay? They're the same straight ankle locks, but they're very different technique, okay? So 1 foot in, okay? 1 foot out, just like this, okay? So first, we're going to talk about placement, okay? I need to find your heel, okay? I need to find your heel and your toes, okay? Your heel is going to be here on my forearm, right? Okay. So I'm going to slide my forearm down until I find your heel. And I'm going to slide my armpit up until I find your toes, okay? And we talked about this when we were working heel hooks, right? From that mount escape, very similar. But heel hooks are not legal. They're not even legal for me. They're very dangerous, that's why. In order to, I could try to get under, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this arm on my leg to pick your foot. See how that picks your foot, right? Now I can get my arm under. So basically, the angle of my arm here, Robert, is going to be straight. I'm making a table, right? There's no angle here. There's no angle here. It's straight, okay? So I pick your leg up and I place that table, right? So the idea being my knuckle or my thumb is going to be right in my sternum, okay? Here, just like this. Right? And I'm going to use my arm to place your foot right where I want. Okay? Now, I'm going to slide back. Right? I'm loose. My shoulders are loose. Notice how I'm not back yet, right? Because that makes me sliding a lot harder. Right? So I'm loose. My shoulders are forward. And I'm going to slide until I find your heel. See where I find your heel with my forearm. Okay? Now, I'm going to slide my armpit back to your toes. Okay? So try to put your boot on. Yeah, right? Now, when your toes are in my armpit, try to hold it. Look. See how it folds over. It's hard for you to keep that, okay? Now that I have the position, I'm going to feed my lapel. Alan didn't want me to do this. He said, just don't get used to grabbing your lapel, but I love grabbing my lapel. It really secures my grip, okay? Once I'm here, look. Once I'm here, I put my foot, my heel, into your hip. Notice how my toes are not wrapped around your side. I put my own boot on, right? That way I can really push into your hip. Right? Notice how I get really good extension there. Okay? Now, I'm going to open my chest and my shoulders back. And I squeeze my elbow to my side. How uncomfortable does that feel? Already, it's getting there, right? Yeah. So, one other thing. I'll loosen up so I don't hurt your foot. But get used to this as well, Robert. Once you get into this position, I'm letting go of your foot so you can just feel the squeeze. Look, I'm going to squeeze my elbow to my side. Feel how that's collapsing your foot. Nice and tight, like your toes are coming like this, right? And your foot's collapsing. So this is very important, right? It's already uncomfortable, right? It sucks. Okay. So combined with everything else that I'm going to do, imagine how this is going to feel. I'll be careful, okay? Because this is a dangerous position. Okay. Look, I feed to my lapel, okay, to lock that all up. Yeah. Now I'm going to open my shoulders, open them, right? Bring my chest forward, and I'm going to squeeze my elbow down. Yeah. How's that feel? It sucks, right? Okay. I'm barely doing it. Okay. Now, keep this in mind. When you do this, you're going to commit to it, right? All the way. And I'm not even rolling yet, right? So I'm gonna have to do this kind of in steps because I don't want to hurt your foot. Okay? So I'm pushing, right? And I'm gonna take this foot and I'm gonna hook around your leg. Because the defense to this is for you to stand up, right? So stand up. Stand up. Can't. Why? Because I'm lifting your foot off the mat. If I relax, stand up. Yeah, see how you can get up to that foot, right? So I'm using this leg to raise this leg up. Okay? Try to stand up. No, you're not gonna be able to. Okay? It's gonna be really hard. So I went to my elbow, which is one of the things Alan says not to do. So it's another key. Do not go to your elbow, Robert. Bypass the elbow. Okay, I'm going to relax so I don't hurt your foot. Well, the idea is once my chest is open, my shoulders are back, everything is locked up, squeezing the elbow. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to relax so I don't hurt your foot. I'm going to pull my elbow under my side and roll to my chest like this. Just like this.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm going to push. It's even hard to do.
Yeah.
It's hard to do without hurting someone's foot.
Right.
Okay? Which is good. If you get the idea of how uncomfortable this is legal. Yeah.
How can that be legal? What's the difference between that and an ankle lock?
Well, a heel hook, that is an ankle lock, right?
Oh,
A heel hook is different, right? A heel hook is here. 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 Right? So that's different, right? This is a straight lock, which is legal from white belt to black belt, right? So this is why this is very valuable to you, okay? You're going to be able to use this right away, okay? I'm going to make you tap before I ever roll. Look, slide, right? Shoulders loose, slide, find the heel, find the toes, lock it up, chest open, squeeze, right? Yeah, bad, right?
Yeah.
That's before I ever roll, right? That's before I ever get my heel to your, yeah, exactly, okay? So there are ways to get to that position, right? Let's say I'm passing your guard, right? I'm passing your guard, look, and you start to put your foot in my yes, there it is. Sit down, slide, you grab the pants, pull it in, slide, squeeze, feed, chest open, right? We're already getting there, okay? So just a few ways that you can already get to that position.
Yeah.
This is really good, Robert, to finish fights right away. Let's say you go out and you pull guard on a guy, and you find yourself controlling his ankle, right? The fight just started 15 seconds ago. It's about to be over like that, okay? Or, worst case scenario, you're down 15-0, and you find a guy, you're holding his ankle. You're down 15 points. There's 30 seconds left to go. You're going to end the fight, just like that. Doesn't matter if he was up 15-0. He just submitted to you. You win, okay? So that's why this is going to be very important, okay? I've waited a long time to show you, heel hooks and toe holds and ankle locks, because basically they're not legal for you. The heel hooks and toe holds are not legal for you. This straight ankle lock is legal, and there's absolutely no reason why you should not master this. I mean, this is going to be something, all of these little details that I'm showing you, squeezing the elbow, finding the heel, opening the shoulders, right? Rolling, it's going to make it really bad for your back. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you do this to your buddies. Maybe rep it out with them, just going over it with them, right? It's very dangerous. You don't want to, everybody in a boot or anything.
Right.
So do that to me, okay? Let's just, with the time we have left, we'll just start just going through the motions, okay? Squeezing the elbow, finding the heel, okay? Putting your heel into my hip. No toes, right? You don't curve the toes around the hip, which is new. Some of the stuff Alan showed me, I've never seen before, right? And I wasn't used to it. But man, when I was doing the same face as you were doing, I was like, ow, ow, man, that's bad. You're already putting me in a bad spot, okay?
Right.
So heel, okay? So yeah, go under. You're going to make a table, right? Yeah. The angle of your forearm is going to be straight. Use your opposite. Yeah, opposite. Yes. Now, this is one thing. This is the reason Alan didn't want me to use my collar, okay? Look how much up and down this collar has. So when you feed it, don't feed it until you find the heel. Shoulders are loose, right? Go under. Shoulders are loose. Bring your shoulders forward. Yeah, collapse your chest. Yes. Now, slide back till you find the heel with your forearm and the toes with your armpit. Yes. Now feed your lapel. Tight, all the way up, all the way up. Yes, as tight as you can get it, even tighter. Use your right hand to feed. Yes, super tight. Good. Now, squeeze your elbow down to your side. Super tight. So you feel how my toes are not in your armpit yet, right? Slide your armpit all the way up to my toes. Yes, there you go. Now see if I put my boot on, just pull your shoulder back. Yes, it collapses the boot. Okay? Squeeze your arm, squeeze, yes, squeeze. Right? Now open your chest. All your shoulders both roll all the way back and bring your chest forward. Yes. Foot in the hip, foot in the hip. Yeah. Now push with your heel. Push, 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 push. Shoulders all the way back. Yeah, there it goes. Keep going. No, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now, bypass the elbow. Don't land on your elbow, land on your shoulder. Go, go, go. All the way. Roll all the way to your chest. Go, 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 go. Now, engage your hips, Robert. You're going to basically do a, yeah, look, I can't stand up, right? Because you're extending this leg. I cannot stand up, right? So bring your hip into my calf. Bring your hip in. Hip in, yes. So see how you're taking your shoulders back? Bring your hip in. Yes, instead. Go, 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 go. Remember, your shoulders have to be back. Yeah, yeah. Like open your chest. Open. Yes, there it is. Even more. Even more. Even tap. Yes. Good. Yeah, it's very, very dangerous. Right? Very dangerous. That's why you're going to get quick taps. Okay? And one important thing here, it doesn't feel like you're getting all the way up to my toes. So the difference here is if I'm on your foot, okay? Yeah. If I'm on your foot and I'm squeezing my elbow to my side, maybe uncomfortable, but not painful. When I get your toes in there, that's where it gets really bad for you, okay? So I find the heel, okay? Find the heel. Look, I'm gonna go all the way up. Now, whenever I extend, see if I'm down here, right? Look, when I open my chest and my shoulders, look at the difference, right? When I'm up here, feel the difference. Yes, right? And I'm not even taking my shoulders all the way back. If I take my shoulders all the way back, yes, right? Bad. And I'm squeezing my elbow down, right? Foot in the hip, right? No toes, yes, exactly. You start to feel that right away, okay? So we will stay with this for a little while, okay? We're gonna, okay. It's there's no blood in there.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So we'll go back and forth a couple of times, okay? Because this is new to me, okay? Not the ankle, the straight ankle lock itself, but the concepts. Some of the things that he was teaching me are new to me, so I'm going to benefit just as much as you will, okay?
Awesome.
Just by the repetition. But yeah, this is going to be part of your game, okay? Because we have to be, as much as we love to attack the arms and the neck and all of that stuff, now we're going to start expanding. We're going to attack anything we can get, okay? Guys, sixes, because a lot of times, like you'll end up in these positions right here. You lay back, yeah. You'll end up in these positions right here. Like, yeah, look. Here it is. Hands. Boom. Right? Now I'm just going to sit back. Yes. All ready. Right? I'm in good position. Slide. Right? Squeeze. Feed. Right? Yes. Straight ankle lock. Okay. Very valuable tool to put into your game. Okay? Now, if you start throwing this on your buddies, I don't know if they're going to be inviting you back to their gym.
I'll be weird. I'll just tell them you right here.
Yeah, because
he does it to me.
Yeah. Oh, does he? Straight ankle locks?
Yeah. Well, he tapped me, I think.
Well, that rascal. All right. Well, we're not going to feel bad about it.
But I thought they were illegal. I thought
No.
it was illegal.
No. Heel hooks. Heel hook. So the difference is, I showed you the difference between a heel hook, right? And a toe hold. A toe hold is illegal as well. Okay. It's for you guys anyway, right?
Yeah.
Here. Go around your leg. Toes. Look. Yeah. This is illegal. Okay. This is a toe hold. Okay. This is legal. This is a straight ankle lock, right? That. Because basically the difference is a heel hook, you're turning the heel out, right? Or in. The toes basically turns the heel out as well, right? This is a straight ankle lock. This is why this is legal. These are illegal because they're very dangerous for the knees. This, not dangerous for the knees, okay? So it's important to know the difference.
Yeah, okay.
Straight ankle locks, totally legal for you. And to be honest with you, not enough people do them. Not enough people practice the straight ankle locks. So that could be a very, very sneaky thing for you, right? And people don't like heel hooks. They don't like foot attacks. it's kind of a taboo deal. It's totally legal, right? I mean, who cares if they get butthurt about it and they're like giving you the stink eye after like man, you attack feet. Well, you got submitted. Sorry, go back to your instructor and ask him how to defend it. Which we'll talk about the defenses to that as well, because it's important. You don't want to find yourself getting ankle locked and not know what to do. Right? Yeah. So this is a completely new thing that we're adding in for you. Okay. I don't want to cloud the water. I don't want to confuse you. But when you're talking about competing, I want to make sure you're well armed. You're well armed and ready to go in there and face any situation you find yourself in. Like I said, you're down 12 points. You're down 22-3. There's no chance. There's a minute left. There's no chance you're probably going to get 17, 18, 19 points that you need to tie it up. We're going to look for the sub, and this is how we're going to do it. Right? We're either going to look for a choke, arm bar. Sometimes, like I said, not enough people work these ankle locks, so they're very reckless with their feet. Right? They start doing crazy things with their feet. Right? Here, and then before they know it, you got a lock on it, and they're like, oh man. Fights over, okay? And you win, even though you were down 23-0. So I think it's going to be it's going to be time well spent, okay, leading up to this tournament to invest in our ankle locking, okay, straight ankle locks. Yeah. Totally legal, It's funny because Alan's a third degree black belt. He was telling me last night, he's like, yeah, whenever I first started working heel hooks and he went up against a guy, I can't remember what the guy's name was. But he said the guy kept heel hooking, and he kept toe holding, and he kept straight ankle locking, like every time they would fight. And Alan got frustrated, and he said, "Hey man, why don't you just quit ankle locking me and let's actually fight?" And then as soon as he said it, he realized how dumb it sounded. Here's a black belt complaining that a guy keeps tapping him out. Black belt, and he's like, he like put his head down, and he's like, can you just forget I ever said that? Because, I mean, we're in the game of submissions, right? We want to tap someone out. So for a black belt to complain that you keep tapping him out, it's like, dude, you need to learn how to defend this. It's not about what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing everything right. Obviously, I'm tapping out a black belt, every 30 seconds. So it's funny because people, like I said, people get a little bit, upset about foot attacks. It's becoming less and less taboo. Right? I mean, people are really starting to branch out and starting to play this whole heel hook stuff. I mean, for the last couple of years. But even at white belt, there's no reason why you shouldn't be attacking feet. I mean, straight ankle locks are legal. We're going to make yours deadly. We're going to make it to where, you're going to grab someone's foot and like, oh man, that's got like a vice strips on my foot, which is what you felt, right? Whenever I get your toes, when I get your foot in there, and I squeeze that elbow down, open that chest up, the foot just collapses. It's just like someone's got a vice on your foot. And it's just, crunching all those toes. Yeah. So I think, you'll like this. It'll pay off for you. And now that I know your buddies are foot locking you, I'm not going to feel bad about showing you and turning you loose on the world. Yeah. All right. Any questions about anything?
It was funny. John had told me a story when I was rolling with him last Thursday where he actually that day broke a guy's ankle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess he was in the turtle position.
Yeah.
And his blue belt was on him, and the blue belt locked his ankles under him like this.
Oh, no.
And when he went to roll out of it, got him broken ankle.
Oh, no, yeah.
But the instructor said that when the guy had his ankles locked under him, he almost said something about it. And it was break up. I guess it's not a good idea when somebody's in trouble to go around.
Well, not only in the turtle, it's never a good idea.
Yeah.
When you have someone's back, it's never a good idea, right?
Never.
I'll show you. Come let me have your back. Okay. Yeah, exactly. If I do this, Robert, I'm telling you, I'm making a mistake. Take your right leg and go over my left foot. Yes. There you go. Now extend your legs. Extend. Yes, you can break my foot. All right. So let me show you. Take my back. Yeah, whichever way you cross, there you go, just like this, right? Oh, yeah, exactly. That's a bad deal right there, right? So if you imagine the guy's on the back and he's got the ankles crossed,
Yeah.
if you wrap it up and drop your hip,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a quick break. Okay, so yeah, that's one of those mistakes that blue belt will probably never make again. Unfortunately, it cost him probably wearing a cast for a while.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I try to early on try to tell people never cross your ankles in the closed guard. I even got tapped out one time when I was in a body triangle by a guy that I actually drill with in the mornings. He caught me in some way where he had his leg on my foot, and I wasn't going to tap, but you know I was trying because it was a pain threshold deal. But I wasn't going to tap until I was like, man, he's about to break my foot. You know, I had to tap, even though I had his back. I was like, man, yeah, that's one of those mistakes you only make once, so or a couple of times if you're really stubborn about it. But yeah, never cross your ankles when you have somebody's back. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to cross your ankles, and you actually have less control. When guys cross their ankles when they're on somebody's back, it's because they're not confident in maintaining their position, right? They feel like they feel like it's the same thing as a seatbelt grip, right? When you're on somebody's back like this, you got a seatbelt grip, so why not go here? It's the same thing. You feel like you've got a really good lock there. Very dangerous, right? You have just as good a control, if not better, here, because now you see your back. Here, I can control you even better here, right? If my ankles are crossed, not only am I risking injury, but I can't control your legs anymore. Yeah, exactly. Look, if I uncross, look, now I have control of your legs. I can always take this one out and put it under your leg and use that to put you on your side, right? And then get here or here. If you try to flatten out, right? If you try to flatten out, look. Try to flatten out now. Right? Yeah, harder, right?
Yeah.
So I have more control by uncrossing my ankles. Plus I don't risk. Yeah, yes, exactly. So it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
definitely something to be aware of. Hopefully you don't make that mistake. Honestly, I still find myself doing that, even though I know very good and well that that's a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
You still always do that stuff. I mean, it's just something that happens. Maybe you're not thinking about it, you're not paying attention. But yeah, it's going to cost me. It's going to cost everybody at some point, you know, for making that mistake. So, but yeah, just get ready for these ankle locks. Get ready for them. You're going to start spending a lot of time on them. Okay, it's very intricate, a lot of details, and this is just the first one. The next one's, I don't know which one's worse. They're both pretty bad, pretty miserable. It's going to give you some opportunities to end fights really quickly. Okay, good deal.